From furious contestants who refused to take no for an answer to shocking meltdowns that spiraled out of control, these are the wildest moments when acts were dragged off stage by security. Beginning with Lamar Royal, he faced his own unforgettable moment in Season 9 of American Idol. Before his performance, he mentioned he is ready to accept any constructive criticism, but the reality quickly proved to be the opposite.
I love taking constructive criticism, and that's what I plan to do.
A confident young singer from Atlanta stepped onto the stage with dreams of impressing the panel and a rendition of Kiss from a Rose.
Compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I hear of you, the stranger it feels.
But when the judges offered gentle critique of his voice, Lamar erupted, refusing to accept their feedback.
That was kind of torturous, man. The pitch was all over the place.
He offered to sing another song, but was rejected.
I just don't think you're that good, man.
Despite the chaos, Lamar defended himself afterward, insisting he wasn't a terrible singer.
I'm really shocked because that's not true.
He continued singing over their comments and began cursing at the judges.
I don't even know if you're really for this level. No, dog.
The judges recoiled and producers quickly called security. Lamar was forcibly escorted off the stage as he muttered, "I wish Paula was here."
The whole damn American Idol show, Mary J. Blige, all that can't sing.
Leaving a stunned crowd behind. The judges later described the scene as one of the most chaotic auditions they had ever witnessed, and Lamar's dramatic exit became a cautionary tale of letting emotions take over the stage. Following Lamar's explosive exit, George Gerasimou faced one of the most chaotic auditions in the X Factor UK in 2011. A confident young contestant from London stepped onto the stage again to redeem himself, previously as part of the band Triple Trouble.
Yeah, it was like a train wreck, but times have changed from there. I've matured.
He promised this time he would be more emotionally stable and began his performance hoping to impress the judges. He opened with a high-energy rendition of a pop hit, showing off his vocal range and dance moves, but it quickly spiraled out of control. After some time, the judges cut the music mid-performance and wanted to give feedback to him. Security quickly rushed onto the stage and brought George back under control. The audience booed loudly, expressing their disapproval of his unacceptable behavior. When the judges started giving their comments one by one, things began to heat up quickly.
George, when you said earlier you've matured, in what way have you matured? Things mature nicely like a red wine or a cheese, but you've matured like a bad curry, mate.
Singing was not good.
George erupted in anger, firing back at the judges with a stream of disrespectful remarks.
I respect your opinion.
Okay.
Now it's time for my opinion.
He even called Talisa some scumbag from the block, shocking the audience and leaving the other band members stunned.
Scumbag trying to replace Cheryl. I swear it's some scumbag from the block.
The judges recoiled, unsure how to respond, while producers quickly summoned security. George was forcibly escorted off the stage as the crowd gasped, muttering complaints about being misunderstood. Even after the dramatic removal, he insisted he hadn't done anything wrong, claiming the judges had misjudged his talent. The audition became a viral moment, remembered as one of the wildest confrontations in X Factor UK history. After the storm George left behind, the tension didn't cool for long. Fast forward to 2010, and the X Factor UK delivered one of the most jaw-dropping meltdowns in its history. The chaotic audition of Ablisa, a duo made up of best friends Abby and Lisa. The two strutted onto the stage oozing confidence.
These two, what are your names?
Abby and Lisa.
Announcing their act with playful energy and promising to take the competition by storm. But once the music began, their off-key performance quickly fell apart.
You know where I come from. You know my story.
Their vocals were painfully out of tune, clashing with each other in pitch and rhythm.
I'm not here to lie to you.
Simon Cowell can't stand it anymore and stopped the performance halfway. But before the judges began to speak, Lisa's confidence turned to defiance.
Basically, at the end of the day, we don't care what you guys say. We just...
However, Abby was being respectful and open-minded, completely different from Lisa's words. As their disagreement grew, the tension between them began to boil.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, yeah, obviously we care what you think, but she's just being a bit over the top.
Things became worse when a judge commented their singing, and Lisa replied back in a very rude way.
The singing was
Not great, girls.
Who are you?
In an explosive twist, Abby suddenly turned on Lisa, throwing a punch that sent the entire arena into shock. The audience gasped, the judges froze in disbelief, and within seconds, security rushed onto the stage, pulling the two apart as they continued yelling over one another. As they were dragged off stage, the crowd booed loudly, appalled by their behavior. What had started as a dream of stardom ended as pure chaos. A shattered friendship, and one of the most infamous meltdowns in X Factor UK history. After the chaos of Ablisa's infamous fight, Jared Norrell's audition on American Idol proved that tension didn't always wait for the music to start.
Get your car started.
A confident performer from Nashville, Jared walked onto the stage with the air of someone who already knew he belonged in the spotlight.
So you're a great singer.
I believe so.
Yeah, one of the best?
Could be.
Really? And you think you could win?
I really do.
He launched into his rendition of Amazing Grace, determined to impress. But almost immediately, it became clear that his confidence outpaced his ability.
It's like me.
As Jared continued, it was obvious he was hearing none of the silent judgment. When the song finally ended, the panel gave him a unanimous no, attempting to let him down gently.
Do you really think you're a good singer? Seriously, I'm not trying to be rude. Honey, it sounded like a lawnmower.
But instead of taking criticism nicely, Jared's reaction was unexpected. He continued to sing over the judges' comments, desperately trying to prove himself and show that he belonged on the stage.
No.
Soon, security was quickly summoned as he continued to sing, refusing to step down from the stage.
I can't leave. I cannot leave. I'm not going to get violent. I'm not getting.
After a tense standoff, the team finally escorted him off the stage, still yelling and gesturing wildly. The judges sat in stunned silence, absorbing what had just happened. What was meant to be a hopeful audition turned into one of American Idol's most memorable and chaotic moments. Soon after, another unforgettable meltdown unfolded when Eskimo Blonde, a pop girl group from the UK, took the stage in the X Factor UK in Season 2. Confident and full of attitude, the trio arrived with matching outfits, synchronized smiles, and the ambition to prove they had star power.
Viva forever.
They launched into a high-energy cover of I Touch Myself by Divinals, hoping to charm the judges with their cheeky performance, but it didn't take long for things to fall apart.
I'll be waiting, everlasting, everlasting.
Their harmonies clashed, timing wavered, and their choreography felt forced. The judges exchanged uneasy glances, visibly cringing as the performance went off-key.
But nothing special, there was no performance. It's like just three girls singing along, but there's no lead singer.
Girls, there's no spark. Most importantly, there's no individuality.
As the rejections started coming in, desperation took over. During the voting stage, the girls pleaded with the judges, begging them to reconsider and give them another chance.
Please, Sharon, a chance, and that's all we want.
The begging continued, growing more frantic and emotional by the second until the producers had to step in. When the girls refused to leave the stage, security was called in to gently but firmly escort them out as they continued to plead through tears.
Please, Sharon, just say yes.
Oh, no, don't.
What was meant to be a hopeful audition ended as one of the show's most uncomfortable and unforgettable moments, a desperate plea that turned into a forced exit, remembered by fans as one of the X Factor UK's most awkward eliminations ever.